everybody, welcome back to Crochet by Landry. This week I thought we'd just take it a little slower and not do a tutorial, and I thought I would just kind of do a recap on some of the markets that I've done already. So grab a cup of coffee, grab a whip, something to work on, and let's just chat about the markets that I've done and what I think and how I feel. So let's get started. Start talking about some of the markets that I've done so far. So some of the ones that I've done so far have mainly been in larger like shopping mall, shopping centers. Now I live in a pretty main town here in Canada where I live, and the ones I've done so far are through an artisan group that I'm affiliated with, and they're fantastic, and they have actually store locations as well. And I can get it later into detail, like later in another video if you want me to do that. So the ones I've done so far in the month of June, I did okay. I did pretty well. So I will continue to do some, and I've got a few more lined up for the month of July. And my next one is actually on the 18th of this month, which is a Tuesday. And it's actually at I want to say at a retirement residence, I think. And then I've got a big one I'm preparing for at the end of July, and it's a big street market out in a small town, about 45-minute drive, give or take. And I'm actually pretty excited about that one. So we're going to do some market prep for that one, as well as talk about markets I've done so far. So the weather I've had for the markets I've had done already, the weather's been okay. The very first one I did, it rained. All market, it rained the whole time. Off and on, it was kind of okay, but I still did well. I still made money, which is nice. Then the one after that, it was nice and sunny, but it was very, very windy. So we had to weigh the tents down extra just to make sure nobody flew. But luckily, the stuff I make doesn't break, so I wasn't too worried about that. And the one after that I did, it was beautiful the whole time. It was nice and sunny. It wasn't too hot. But then it rained just at the end where we were getting packed up, ready to leave. And then the one I did just recently, actually, the weather was actually beautiful. It was nice and sunny. It was hot. It was the kind of weather where if you were sitting in the sun too long, you could get a sunburn, which I did, unfortunately. But it's actually faded now, so I'm good. And like I said, the next one I'm preparing for, and the biggest one I'm preparing for, is at the end of July. It's on the 29th. And I'm going to do some market prep for that one because that's a lot of things I have to make because it's a big street fair. And it'll be one of the biggest markets I've done so far, I will be doing so far. And I'm actually pretty excited about it. So I'm going to throw some pictures up on the screen throughout the video just to kind of give you tips on or show you how my setup has been so far for the markets that I've done. And I've been pretty consistent with setting up relatively the same way. And if you have any tips or tricks about setup or things I may want to use in my setup for my tent, put a comment down below so that I can check it out and see. And some of the things I've been making is I've made some pickles, and I'll put those up on the screen, and actually those are pretty cute and pretty fun. My main seller is turtles, and people really like the turtles. I'm not sure why. I guess they're cute and fuzzy. And again, I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see. And also, I think my other biggest seller this time was I made an octopus, and he was actually pretty big. It was a pretty fair size. So kudos to that person who purchased it. I hope you like it. Now, some of you may be wondering, how do I find the markets that I do? So one of the ways I find them is just by punching it on Google. I put in the city that I'm in. I put in either craft markets, artisan markets, craft fairs, and whatnot. And I try to find the ones that I've done so far. And again, I found the group that I'm affiliated with, and they do outdoor markets bi-weekly. So I signed up for markets with them so that they can, so that I can get a feel for how the market season is. And then I've signed up for a few other ones outside of that company in particular. And I also find them through Facebook. and Instagram and all those. So check your social medias, because you never know. You may find one on social media, and who knows? You may get lucky and find a good one and participate. So, you know, try a market. Who knows? You know, you may get lucky depending on what you're making. So it's a hit or miss depending on where. And it also, location helps too. Being in a good location makes a difference when you're doing a market. So I'm going to throw you into a time lapse, and let's make a few things while we're sitting here. And let's see what I can get done in the next few minutes. And then after I'm done, I'll show you what I've made so far. And then what I'll show you what I'm also planning on making for my big market at the end of July. So let's get started. I'll throw you in a time lapse. So I hope you liked the video. It was a quick video, nothing too fancy, because I'm getting married tomorrow, so yay. And leave a comment down below if there's any video ideas you think you want to see in the next coming weeks or throughout the year. Just leave a comment down below, or if you have any quick ideas I can do for setup for my market. So stay tuned for videos coming in the next week or so. And subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you next Friday. Bye, everybody.